Let's pretend here that Canva called you as a vendor and said, hey, I am confirming exposure, and here is what happened. Well, gets to the IT lead, usually that is scope. Then what happened? You got to find out on what I call T0, confirm the exposure scope. Which tenants, which data, which we know, etc. So first thing you gotta do is confirm if that exposure affected you. Second thing, it's quick, less than 10 minutes, what I call the T plus 10. You gotta rotate keys and queue sessions. Everybody's gonna complain, yes, doesn't matter. You gotta make sure that you revoke all the OAuth tokens of the affected vendors and you force logouts, reset API keys for sessions as well. Make sense? So you got to protect yourself and stop everything that's happening at that point. Make sure in the next 10 minutes you do what I call a snapshot of logs, because the vendor will rotate theirs and you got to make sure you have a copy of that, because it can help you if something goes down. You have that snapshot, you can really go back to it and make sure you look for things. Day minus 30, you gotta certify or notify your cyber carer and your outside counsel. Because I know on a school and an educational vertical, you gotta make sure you have those two. So in writing, include discovery time, assumption, containment actions that was done until that point, until that 30 minutes timeline. Make sure that everybody's aware. And then the next 15 minutes, draft an internal comms about it. Usually have templates for this, to be honest, and making sure they're clear by legal. Because if somebody calls you or say, is your school affected? How you're affected by this? What's your, the parents call you or the students come to you and ask for answer. You gotta have that ready. You gotta understand what to tell, who to tell, and how to tell it. Make sense? That's the first 60 minutes that I want you to have ready, and you have that IR playbook ready to go. I would add after that you have an IR partner to help with that incident response afterwards, after the containment, to understand how it happened and how to prevent it next. And if you have an MSSP partner, work with them to have detections that will, after your discovery, make sure you're catching them next time that happens. Let's